I hate to say I told you so, but I kind of don't. I believe I said it loud and clear when they traded for, no, I'm sorry, when they signed Tobias Harris this offseason. I said he is the veteran that the Detroit Pistons need to right this ship. And boy, did he look exactly like I called it. In this game against the Phoenix Suns, he was lights out to begin with. But as the game went on, you just saw that he was just a steady veteran hand. And I want to dive into that in this video. If you enjoy it, smash the like button for me. Hit subscribe and the bell for notifications. But before I dive in, this video is brought to you by Bridges and Stones Family and Relationship Care. If someone you know and care for is struggling with their mental health or relationship, go to bridgesandstones.com and contact them for your free consultation today. One brave act today can create a better tomorrow. Remember, none of us make it alone. The link is in the description box below. One of the things that I can appreciate about a veteran is that they don't get too high or too low, right? They can get on a heater like Tobias Harris was, and he could hit 6 in a row. And then they come in the game and they miss one. Okay. They miss two. But after that second shot, they're going right back to what got them the 6 in a row. They go right back to their bread and butter. They understand it's not about trying to have this highlight reel performance. It's not about trying to explode and go for 50. This is where a lot of young players get it wrong, where they see their outlook every game as potentially being Kobe, right, and living out their dreams. A veteran is not enchanted with their dreams anymore when it comes to playing and winning the game of basketball. They ask themselves, what do I need to do to help my team win? What am I expected to do? What are my responsibilities? And how can I maximize my talent to do it? Tobias Harris was absolutely everything that made a difference in this game. Jaden Ivey had some great points, and I want to point that out as well. He looked great as a point of attack defender. He was able to slow down the pace of the game for the Phoenix Suns, slowing down Tyus Jones the entire game. He was able to get into his bag some in that second half, started knocking down a couple of threes, and he was able to get to his spots. But most importantly, there was that point of attack defense. And then Cade Cunningham, he started off slow, but then he found his rhythm, got into that mid-range, got into the post, and was able to execute there. And guys kept Jalen Duren involved, right? Tobias Harris as well, like I mentioned in my prior video on Tobias Harris. But all that's to say is that this Detroit Pistons team desperately needed a Tobias Harris type of hand. They needed someone who they could rely upon to have a degree of maturity, focus, and consistency that can buoy the rest of the team, that could bring some balance to the hot and cold, fire and ice of Jaden Ivey and Cade Cunningham. They needed someone else who can slow them down and speed them up to make the right plays. And sometimes the right play, if you were watching this game against the Phoenix Suns, it wasn't always scoring. Sometimes it was a key rebound when it's going back and forth, or locking in and playing defense when they went on that scoring drought for 2-3 minutes and they missed their 7 shots in a row, 8 shots in a row. What did they do? They hunkered down on defense. They stayed connected, and they didn't let Phoenix get within 9 points. And then eventually they found their shot again. Cade Cunningham got into his bag, he got to his spot, and he was able to knock it down. That's the impact of a veteran. A veteran's able to keep you focused, keep you level. And I think it's going to help out this team tremendously. Now, I definitely still feel like they need a Sar Thompson to come back. If I'm honest with y'all, I was also right when I told y'all about Tim Hardaway Jr. There was a reason why so early in his career he has been bounced around from team to team to team to team. It's because if his shot is not on, if he's not on that heater, if it's not wet all day, he doesn't really give you much else. And worse, he could be kind of a liability defensively. There were times you would see the effort, but he's just not that good at defense. He would bring the ball up, not really good at setting the table, not much of a playmaker, not really much of a shot creator. So then what is he giving you when he's on the court? If I'm honest with y'all, if Asar Thompson was healthy and ready to go, I don't see Tim Hardaway Jr. in this rotation. I just don't. I just don't. And so it's one of those things where it's like, okay, here you are, the Detroit Pistons. You got Tobias Harris, Cade Cunningham, and Jaden Ivey. I think all three are going to average around 20 points a game, especially Ivey and Cade. I think they're going to be right around that. I think Cade will probably tap out around 24. Tobias will be around 18 to 20. And Ivy will be around 18 to 20, maybe 22. But if they can fit together, if they can play those roles, I think you're going to see a huge uptick and benefit for this team, for this Detroit Pistons team, because I love the identity that they're showing already. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff has them playing in that old school Detroit Pistons bad boy physical way. And I think that it's already paying dividends. It's letting teams know that they ain't going to be no easy win. You're not just walking in there and just going to go and take a win from them. They're going to have to fight you. They have to fight you every step. And so I loved what I saw in this game. I love the impact that Tobias Harris is having. I think he's going to be great for all these players, consistently knocking down shots, keeping his game simple, getting to the mid-range or the post, and then also feeding Jalen Duren. But as always, I want to know what you all think. Do you agree, disagree? Tobias Harris is making a really big impact. Do you think it could be the type of impact that helps propel them to a 32 to 35 game win season? But let me know in the comment section. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. And I'm going to get at y'all next time. Peace.